My favorite thing about Nate is he is hilarious no matter what. He can be in the worst mood in the world and he will always be funny no matter what.
Leslie is the strongest, most no bullshit kind of person, I like to say. She wears her heart on her sleeve and she will do anything to help anybody else. She's very strong-willed, and if she has something on her mind, she'll
Against the moon, seed planted with intention, fate struggling with roots, soul tattooed in a garden, feet firm on changing ground, scars, echoes for tomorrow, love circling.
Leslie. Look at you. Like a snack. Yeah.
Each prepared a vow that they would now like to publicly exchange.
No, it's okay. So just so everyone knows, vows are supposed to be 250 words, which is commonly the word length of an abstract. So I got this in the bag. All right, Nathan, can you believe it? We've made it here today, even after years of Republic Wireless. Or days of flip phones for calls and iPods for looking things up. Our first dates were filled with, "Hey, can I use your phone to look something up?" It was this answer-seeking, inquisitive man I fell madly in love with. You fill my life with all the joys and happiness life and love have to offer. You are the funniest person I know, and you always have a way of making our adventures all the more fun. You even planned a camping trip to Savannah, Georgia in June. It was hot and humid, and we had to sleep in the car, but we still tried to roast marshmallows from a distance and had a raccoon friend we watched try to steal our food. It was moments like these I realized I would give my breakfast to the hungry raccoon just to stay up longer laughing with you. Your love is endless, just as I love you endlessly. But above all, you are kind beyond measure. You have an incredible way of seeing the good in all things and keeping our lives spontaneous and full of adventure. You help me and those around you find magic in seemingly ordinary days. You make every minute of our lives extraordinary. And for those reasons, I love you with all of my heart. To keep it simple, loving you is easy and fun. I promise to always love you and to never lose our sense of wonder, even when we're old and maybe a little less mobile. I can't promise I'll be perfect, although I likely will insist I am. But I can promise to find enjoyment in all of your treasures you bring home and have patience when it takes you a long time to clean out your treasures. I promise to always let you know how much I love you, even if it's love notes that you'll keep forever. And yes, Nate never throws away a love note. You'll forever be my love, my best friend, and my adventure-seeking soulmate. I'm incredibly thankful for every day I get to love you. We are truly the lucky ones. I love you, Nathan, with all of my heart. We are finally here to get married.
In the beginning, when I would dream about my future, you were always there in it. You have always been there through the good times and the best times. You're my ride or die, my Leslie Lou, my kangaroo lady, and my best friend. You see, when planning a wedding, there's always motifs of gold, whether it's the decorations or the rings that we put on our fingers. And you would constantly ask, is this the right shade of gold? Yeah. To which I would always think in the back of my head, you're my favorite shade of gold, Leslie. You're the smartest, most driven person, and I know you're constantly setting the bar higher. You've cared for me, you've been patient with me, you have always believed in me when I needed it most. Whether you're reading off seed catalogs on the beach, going out to Seattle to smell the roses, or camping in 95-degree weather. You're always down for an adventure, and the adventure has only just begun. One of the best things about marriage is that I get to add your family to mine. I get a new set of parents, a new set of grandparents, a new brother, as well as your extended family. And yes, that includes you too, Uncle Mike. We will forever have the support of others, but most importantly, we have each other. I love you to the moon and back. You and me, forever and for always. For you, the world.
By the power vested in me by the state of Pennsylvania,
But I'm
it is my
not
honor and
even
delight to declare you married. Go forth and live each day to the fullest.
Through my inhibition, I've become quite sure that I love you the most. That this could be the easiest thing if I'd let it. But I'm too afraid of losing it all.
So ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce to you your bride and groom, Nathan and Leslie!
But I know a love like this doesn't come around every day, and I just can't bring myself to give up right now. Not this way, 'cause I
We went
love you
through
and
most of our
I
college
won't.
years single together, so naturally I was skeptic when Leslie told me she had a boyfriend, Nate. The only thing she told me initially was he was funny and that he was a twin. Going off of that second fact, I automatically assumed he was weird. Nate, I remember the first time I met you. Me and our other friend Christina were visiting Leslie for spring break. We had to put you to the test, and we asked you a series of important questions that would make or break the relationship. First and foremost being, were you an NSYNC or a Backstreet Boys fan in the early 2000s? To this day, I still can't believe you answered Backstreet Boys. It was immediate red flag from Christina and I both. And after all our questions, without ever meeting James, it was clear you were the weaker twin. Flash forward to another time I visited Leslie, and it was late at night, and Leslie and I heard you watching several YouTube videos about someone cutting grass with a sieve. Again, confirming my suspicions of how weird you were. But Nate, the great thing is that Leslie is weird too. And you guys just go so perfectly together. Like moss in the north side of a tree. Obviously, I had to put a plant reference in there. You both complement each other so well, and I've never seen Leslie so happy. I'm so glad you two found each other, and I can only hope that you can continue your life with love and happiness. I love you both so incredibly much, so cheers to Nate and Leslie.
You and I wanna hold you when we're old and gray. Oh, but love like this don't come around, don't come around every day. Every day. Never been quite sure.
as Nathan was, describing this girl and, they got kicked out of a bar, my immediate thought was, I already like this girl. And so sure enough, Leslie has been so great and fun of our lives for the past couple of years. Just another quick story about Leslie. This was about a month after moving down to Gainesville. Leslie, graciously offered to show me around campus bike around campus. And so, I worked in a traumatic brain injury lab. And as I was, riding my bike up to her apartment, I saw that Leslie wasn't wearing a helmet. I didn't want to push the topic too much. But at the end of the day, Leslie said, and I quote, "I won't have a helmet dictate my fashion choice." Because, she was wearing, she had her hair in a bun. She was looking really nice. And so now I can see you have both brains and style. Just a little bit about Nathan. So me and Nathan go way back, to the womb. And Nathan, I've never met someone so kind, caring, intelligent, ambitious, and thoughtful until I met Leslie, of course. But in all seriousness, living down in Florida for a year, I got to see your relationship grow over time, and I love you both so much, and I can't wait to see, what the future has in hold for you both.
So I'm so proud of the person you become. You're a freaking doctor. Can you believe that? And I'm so happy that you met such a great girl in Leslie. And Leslie, welcome to the family. The Catlins aren't so bad, but interesting choice serving baked beans last night. That's a bold choice.
Rut roll.
But and I'm sure you've heard this, but people say that your wedding day is the best day of your life. And it's only partially true, because it's just the best day of your life so far. And I'm so excited for the future that you'll both have together. And I love you both so much. And I'm just so happy for both of you. So that being said, raise a glass to Nate and Leslie. Cheers.
You can have my heart. Oh, I know a love like this doesn't come around every day, and I just can't bring myself to give up right now. Not this way, 'cause I love you and I wanna hold you when we're old and gray. Oh, a love like this don't come around every day. You can have my heart. Oh, I know a love like this doesn't come around every day, and I just can't bring myself to give up right now. Not this way.